everyone, today I am making this video on hand embroidery stitches. For hand embroidery we need some basic materials like embroidery hooks, embroidery threads, a cotton fabric, one pen, scissors and embroidery needles. For embroidery needles we need needles with bigger eyes. Okay, and the tip must be nice and sharp, and for every stitches we may need different needles. And now we will see how to select the embroidery hook and how to use the embroidery hook. The embroidery hook has two rings, one the inner one and one outer. When you select the embroidery hook, you must see that the two rings must fix with each other without any gaps. You must see that the rings is not broken from anywhere. The rings are not broken from anywhere, and when you remove and again fix into it, it must fix easily without any leaving the space, like this. Now I will show how the broken ring may be, like this. The inner hook of my ring is broken, and which may cause me difficulty to take the stitches, and because of this the fabric may also get creases, and also I may not get a neat and clean embroidery stitches. So we must avoid such kind of embroidery hooks. If it is broken, we must not at all use such embroidery hooks. Now how to use the embroidery hook? First, take out the both rings, place the inner ring below the fabric, adjust your fabric such that you get some fabric out of the ring, and place the outer ring upon the fabric and just adjust into each other. So when you fix the rings into each other, you must see that there is no creases at all on the fabric. You can see here there is some crease, so I must pull the fabric from here and make it clean so that there is no creases left. Now let's see how the embroidery threads are to be used and how they are. And in all the shades, these are the stranded cotton embroidery threads we use in the hand embroidery. These threads come into hundreds of different shades, and each of the shades is being given a coded number. See, so this red color shade has a number 046, and you can see this gray color has a number 0235. So whenever you start any project, you must keep these coded numbers noted, so that when you need again, so you can get it by its number, the exact shades. And I always prefer to use anchor threads because it doesn't leave the color. These are the fast color threads, so I assure it that when I make any of the project, the embroidery threads must not leave its color onto my fabric. and these embroidery threads come in 6 strands. There are 6 strands of these cotton threads, as you can see like this, and you can split these each of the strands, and depending upon your design you can select how many strands you want to use. You just need to split it and cut and use your strands, number of strands you want to use for your design.
Okay, let's start with our hand embroidery. Let's start with basic of all stitches. It is super easy and almost many of you may be knowing it. It is running stitch or say hand stitch. But I will here show you many variation for this simple stitch. So let's begin. First I have drew some lines for preference, and I am using all the 6 strands for this stitch. First only running stitch I will show. So from here start and take some stitches, uniform stitches. Now we will see the variation. For that I have took one running stitch, same way we took earlier. Now for this variation I am using the different thread. So start with the point where you had started the first of your stitch. Start from that point. Then bring the thread from upside down of the stitch, just interlace the thread. Just bring from upside down. Then again from the next stitch, again go back from the upside down. You should follow the only same direction for this stitch. This is called whipped running stitch. Again for the next stitch, upside down. So you can see what the effect it gave. This is known as whip running stitch. So then lastly end it at the point and fix it with a knot. So now the next variation. For the next variation again I have put the simple first running stitch. Now for again this variation I am using the different thread. Again we will start from the starting point. Now for this variation the movement of my needle's direction will be alternating. This is called laced running stitch. For this, from here bring the needle upside down, keep a little bit loose your thread so that a loop like design it will come. Then from down to up for the next stitch. Again for the next stitch I am going upside down. Don't pull the thread very tightly, you must be little loose so that the loops must be nice and uniform. So this was lace running stitch. So now I will show you the interlaced running stitch. For the interlaced running stitch, the pattern of taking stitch is same as the laced running stitch, and for that also I am going to use this running stitch only I am going to give a variation for this, and I am going to use a different thread for this. But the thing what the difference is, I am not going to start from this point, I will just start from the opposite end following the same pattern of lace stitch. So bring the middle up. Now go from here down. Keep a bit loose your thread. Now again from here go upside. Should not disturb the first one. I am following the same pattern what I had followed for the lace stitch, just taking the opposite direction. Now loop stitch. For again the loop stitch, first we need the running stitch. Now first take from the point you had started the running stitch, bring the thread upside, then not this stitch, not the first stitch, go to the second stitch, bring the needle from the second stitch upside down, then go back to the first stitch and within the thread of your within this thread you have to bring your needle up. Like this. Okay, so again, then skip this stitch, go to the third stitch. From third stitch again bring the needle upside down, then from down you have to go to the second stitch and bring the needle like this up. Again skip the third stitch, go to the fourth stitch, bring the needle from the upside down, then from down go to the third stitch. Like this it forms a looped running stitch. Now I will show you parallel running stitch. For this parallel running stitch I need 2 lines of running stitches going every running stitch parallel to each other. Draw 2 lines parallel and take running stitches. So let's start from the upper line. From upside down, go to the second line, then in the second line from here go again up to the first line, again down to the second line, up to the first line. Very easy and gives a nice design. You can again give a variation for this stitch as we did in the laced and interlaced stitch. There we had used only a single line of running stitch and the pattern was same. Here we are using 2 lines for the running stitch and we are doing it the same pattern, up and down. So again for this variation you can use again some other thread and go from here up, down and again make the same pattern. Now we will see the other variation of the running stitch, that is stepped running stitch. For that we need 2 lines of running stitch. To start, we will start a bit back of the stitch of the first line, then bring the needle down with both the line, then with the second stitch again from the second line go up with the second stitch and then back to the first stitch. Then again go with the same second stitch upside down. Then with the third stitch again go back to the first stitch upside from down to up. Then bring the needle with the same direction. Now twisted step running stitch. So for this also again we need 2 lines of running stitch, but now this time I am starting from the second line. So bring the needle from here, then take it upside, bring from down to up the needle, then skip the first stitch, go to the second stitch from down to up, then again bring upside down with this thread and this stitch, second stitch. Okay, like this. Now again take from down to up below this thread, go to the third stitch, again come back from upside down from below this thread, to the third stitch of the second line. Pull the thread to give a nice shape. Now again from below this thread go to the fourth stitch, next stitch. Now take like this U direction and take from this thread below this thread, bring the needle and go below the stitch, fourth stitch of the second line. Using these all stitches you can make a nice borders, or you can fill any designs also using these threads. It is up to your creativity how you use these stitches in your designs. So these were the variation of running stitch we learned today. So if you like my video, please hit a like and share to your friends and family, and also do not forget to subscribe to get the updates for the next videos. Thank you. Bye bye.